Previously on the other dungeon, the party escaped the giant flying lizard attack, but while rowing back to Snake Island to recover, encountered a giant shadowy shark. They fed and then fled to the closer shore of the dinosaur island, but attracted the attention of some local wildlife and ended up in a rather large nest next to some big eggs about to hatch. Narrowly escaped, only to find their tiny boat had started to drift out to sea. So Eriku and Erog swam out to save it, but the large lizards found their allies on shore before they could return to aid them in battle. And now, the other dungeon continues. This turn, you guys will reach shore.
You get half a point.
Oh, use it! Use it!
1 point. You can wake up with your hero point.
You can get 8 HP with your hero point, or use it to do something else to change the situation. You can always use the hero point for anything. I'm down for suggestions with hero points.
I'm going to use an anti-hero point, make a bigger dinosaur come out of the jungle, eat those dinosaurs.
I'll allow that. I will definitely allow that. Would you like to use an anti-hero point for that, Bakefo?
Run through and steal those dinosaurs.
No, that dinosaur going to go away after it eats those dinosaurs.
With an anti-hero point, I'll just use the dinosaur to scare away the dinosaurs. That's fine.
Yeah, I want you to do that. You use your hero point to wake us up.
Yeah.
Alright, so with a hero point, you can give plus 8 hit points to yourself or Bakefo, or 4 each.
Don't use me. I'm negative. I'm negative 10.
I'll wake myself up.
Alright, so you give yourself 8 hit points to wake up, and Bakefo uses an anti-hero point to cause using your druid magic. A much larger dinosaur comes out and scares the dinosaurs attacking you guys away, leaving you guys there limp and unconscious on the sand of the beach as your allies row to shore. You'll see Karam just coming conscious barely. Bakefo's passed out, and a bigger dinosaur just scared your enemies away as you guys row to shore and grab your allies. You guys want to pile back in the boat and row back out in the ocean where it's safe?
Yeah, let's get out of here. Nowhere's safe, but sure.
Yeah. Alright, you guys pile back in the boat and row at least 30 feet out in the ocean, where you can rest and hope things don't go badly.
I want to be in shallow enough water to not get attacked by the shadow shark again.
Yeah, I think if you guys are like 30 feet out, you're okay. That you're not near that cliff where the shadow shark we saw before. Things are calm right this second. You guys have avoided this battle. I'm going to give you guys all 216 experience points. So, adrift, just off the shore of the dinosaur island, sort of in between the dinosaur and Snake Island, in between the two islands in your little boat. Most of your allies are either asleep or passed out, Eriku, but you remain awake, rowing in circles with your one arm while they rest.
Just gotta keep moving.
So it starts to rain a little bit out at sea, so you're getting rained on, but you're rowing in circles. Your friends are all resting, but you row in a circle for the 8 hours they sleep. You guys sleeping 8 hours or more?
Yes,
Wait, are you
I am.
resting?
I am sleeping for 8 hours and then meditating for 1.
Alright, so you can roll a d8 plus con. You can heal that much if you need to heal.
Oh, yay! 9 plus 3 is 12. Can I go up that?
I'm topped off. I think we lose another dexterity minus if we're
Yep.
still doing that shit.
You had taken some dexterity damage from that poison, you now heal it.
Yep.
When everyone else wakes up from their 8-hour nap, you look over at Eriku, and she's been rowing for 8 hours in a circle, so she looks exhausted. Do you guys want to trade shifts and let her rest for a minute?
Get some rest.
I nod and go to sleep.
Alright. So Eriku rests for about 6 hours, but while Eriku's resting for 6 hours, you guys have control of the boat. You've been rowing in circles, but you guys can row wherever you want now. You guys have more than one arm. Alright, so while she was resting, did you guys row somewhere?
We're gonna row back to Snake Island.
Alright, you guys row back to Snake Island, back to the southeastern shore of Snake Island, the tiny island with very little vegetation, very few animals, but a lot of snake people. You're back on that crowded little island amidst the locals. At this point, it's getting later in the day, and they're getting ready for their big daily party. They welcome you back to the island, offer you drinks.
I take that fucking.
Yeah, me too. I'm stressed out.
Yeah, I take a sip.
I'll take a drink too.
Oh wait, that's our blood, isn't it? We have to do that, or else they get pissed off.
I'll make them drink my blood.
That is a fortitude save. But you got it from one of the younger folks this time, so it's not going to be a high one. You got it from like a teenage-ish kind when you first showed up.
19.
As long as you beat a 13, you're fine.
Okay, I'm good. I got an 18.
14.
Barely.
Do I add?
You add your fortitude save.
You're a rock, so I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to poison Karen's mom's body, and nothing's going to happen to you.
That's what you want, isn't it?
So
Brian?
everyone rolled high enough to resist this teenager's poison?
Yeah, I winked.
Alright, you guys get welcomed into the party. Everyone's getting down. They share some of their food with you.
Oh, thank God. So
They're friendly.
I want to dance in between 2 young male snake.
Karam now is to witness his mom dancing with teenage snake boys.
I look at Karen every once in a while.
So you guys have a place here. There's not a lot of room, but you guys have a place to sleep, free food. Unless you approach anyone else in particular the other night, that's going to be, drinking and eating, and then you can rest again and decide how to take it from there. But
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little prayer to my goddess, thanking her for us being alive.
Yeah. I'm gonna pray to my goddess also because I see Karam doing it. I want to be like, thanks for laying it out plain and simple for me. I do like a weird slime boy's hand motion. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm ready for sleep.
I'm gonna pass out with those two young men that I was dancing with earlier. And as I start to go to sleep, I contemplate my son's religious beliefs and if I should take something as well. So I just kind of look up.
you look up at the night sky and remember that at some point in time, a long time ago, you do remember that you had a god, but you don't think you do anymore. That looking at the sky is probably the closest you come to having that god feeling. Looking at the expanse of the sky.
Broke their butts and passed out.
Yeah.
Do snake people have butts? Do they even have legs? Or are they just like snake on the butt?
They're snake humanoids. They have legs.
But they got legs, so they got butts.
Yeah, they got legs and butts. Alright, so you guys all kind of pile up together and sleep somewhere on this tiny island.
So
Wherever you can find a spot.
Yeah, it was crazy.
for some reason.
Alright, you guys pass out again. Wake up the next day. Everyone's doing their normal jazz, doing their daily routine.
Yeah.
Oh, I finished my basket trap. It was 50% complete.
So you're gonna make it 100%?
Yeah.
Karam finishes the basket. Takes a couple hours, so that's what Karam's doing with his morning is basket weaving.
I want to find an older, more experienced hunting group and ask them a few questions about some things we've encountered.
Pretty small island.
You want to come?
I'm gonna go with Ego. Because I need to really sort some emotional shit out. The only way I know how.
Two of you go together and find a group. It's a very small island, so it's not hard to find a group of a certain age if that's what you're looking for.
I'd say like mid-30s, 40s.
Okay.
Not the group that Karam's hanging out with.
Not the oldies, but like the mid-range dudes.
Yeah, they're still out there hunting shit.
I'm like, Ego, let's like go hunting with these guys.
I don't think they'll let us, but I'm open to the idea. I would love some backup out there on Dinosaur Island.
I'd like some XP that's like not as life threatening.
Yeah.
Or tiny trickles of it. It's real XP. So I approach them and give them a bit of a wave. Hey guys, how's it going? What are you guys up to?
Great. They're just prepping their weapons for a hunt.
Nice, I like your weapons. I had some questions for you guys if you're willing to talk to me for a few minutes.
I also respectfully like nod greet the hunters.
They can talk while they work,
Just not speed.
Yeah, don't want to show any disrespect.
I mean,
I'm trying to be friendly.
kind of, but whatever.
but only a little. Only a little disrespect.
About 2%.
I had some questions for you about some things we saw out there. We're new to these lands, and I was just wondering if maybe you knew a little bit more of them. For instance, we saw a fairly large shadowy creature between this island and the next. You guys know anything about that? The shadow shark. We don't have those where I come from. What are they? How'd they come to be here?
Sometimes here, sometimes gone. Bower of many ships. You see them, you must flee.
Yeah, we did. I say that.
We did.
Bower's wise.
Is there anything you guys can do to defend yourself against these things, or is running the only option?
We have no tales of any hunting group ever defeating a shadow shark.
Okay.
Legendary thing among our people if someone was to accomplish this.
Intriguing. We ran into a group of large lizards. They did a number on us and took us back to their nest. Many large eggs, lots of the large lizards. You guys know anything about those? They were a bit feathery, probably standing about as tall as I am ish. Any information there?
Oh yes, the many thunder lizards of the island. We try to avoid them at best.
Yeah.
They are very dangerous as well.
They came out of nowhere and just snatched us up.
I bust in and I'm like, what do you guys hunt usually out there?
Small rodents, birds.
Do you find those at the edge of the beach or more in the island? Or like what part of the island do you think is the best?
It changes season to season, but there are many more animals deeper in the jungle.
Do you guys go deeper? That seems dangerous.
That seems
It
scary.
is very dangerous. We try to avoid it. We mainly set traps, and we know the patterns of these animals. We know how to try to avoid the areas that they travel.
What kind of traps do you guys make?
Mostly pitfall traps, spike traps. For the smaller prey and rodents, it's rock traps.
What time of day is ideal right now this time to hunt? And is safest?
The jungle is more dangerous at night. You must go in the day, where you're not at a disadvantage. Your enemies, and there's less of them hunting.
How long does it take you guys to get to the island?
Depends on the currents, tides. Anywhere from 20 minutes in the good season to 2 hours in the bad.
Is it the good season?
It is not the bad.
Oh.
Somewhere in between those. From like putting out there.
You guys usually leave early in the morning?
Of course.
What time is it now?
Not early in the morning.
Alright, well, cool. Thanks for the info.
We'll leave early tomorrow, or maybe the next day. I don't know how the rest of our party's looking as far as wounds and whatnot. But we go full strength.
I'm fine right now from that little nap.
I'm good. I think I'm still a little daggered from this poison we've been getting.
I would like to wake up in the tent with the snake people and then feel some type of way about my life and Bridget's life and gaps of time I have missing in my like memories. I just let out like quiet little sigh, not to wake my friends that I spent the night with. And I would like to go out to the beach and be meditating while these kids are doing
their thing. All right, Bachetho sits on the beach and thinks.
One last question
But real meditating.
for you guys before I leave. Do you know of any caves on the island? I saw one on the cliff face over by, facing the ocean. But I was just curious if there are any more.
The island has many caves. Very dangerous.
What's your favorite cave?
Only the bravest hunters go into the caves on the island.
We went in the cave.
We went into the cave.
To escape the shadow shark. We did it. I bragged.
Nothing is more dangerous than the shadow shark. It was probably wise to go in the cave.
I'm straight.
I appreciate your time, friendly Vishkanyans. I will leave you be.
All right, so you'll go find Bachetho hanging out on the beach.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna leave Bachetho alone.
Yeah, Bachetho's going to be doing that for like a while, and then eventually I would like to go find Karam, but y'all can answer me if you want to.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go find Karam now. I'm hanging out with the old peeps.
Eric goes finds Karam making baskets.
I'll follow Eric because I don't have anything else.
No, go to the beach, but then you see me leaving the beach, and then you go.
Just following.
I'm going to set my last canvas I have left. My last canvas. It's a pretty nice canvas, and I'm going to paint in my red and yellow, and that's it. That's all I have right now. Paint. I'm going to paint Karam in a basket.
While walking to find Kiram, I see Arog also walking on the beach. I wait up for him, and we're walking for a while, and I just put my hand around his shoulder, and I'm just like...
What? Like his leg? Like his knee? On his knee?
I'm not that much taller.
No!
Oh, wait. Okay,
And
Bridget.
I walk like this and kind of make Arog maybe feel a little uncomfortable, I don't know.
A little bit.
And then I look over at him, and I'm just like, don't let Kiram's mom die. And I pat him like this, release my hand, and we walk in silence the rest of the way.
Let's give her a little nod.
And then you guys go hang out with the old folks, like sing songs together and make baskets.
I sing them my barbarian song, which is more or less like a war screech.
They act intrigued.
I, at the proper moment for a cutaway, go up to Karam and sit down beside him, also putting my arm gently on his shoulder. I look at Karam like, I know sometimes I like act like your mom, but it is really me, Bachetho. Sometimes I forget you're not my mom. But I just want to let you know that seeing your mom is the most amazing experience I've had over a century. I'm really sorry that I your mom dragged herself. And then I kind of like Bachetho old dwarf, like tangent off for a minute about how Bridget got herself into this shit by finding me. But then I turn back to Karam and I'm like, I will always see you as my son. And then I walk away.
Big anime eyes. Try not to tear up in front of everybody.
I observed this weird, conversation because I'm painting.
You would roll a profession check for your painting there for 8 hours of painting. You guys are hanging out on the island for another 8 hours at least, so.
I also make a spear.
I got a 14.
14, so it's not perfect. You know it's not your best work. It needs some more work to be finished. If you want to spend more time on it, you can. Or if you want to roll for a basket, you can roll a craft on a basket.
18.
18? Oh yeah, yours pretty good. Near perfect, not perfect, but pretty good basket. Especially for a new basket maker.
I would like to make a spear.
What?
I should everybody my basket. Oh! It looks great, son! But then I'm like...
Out of what would you like to make a spear? We're low on resources here, so if you could get something from the other island, there's plenty of resources over there.
I want to look in the ocean, on the beach, wherever we are making baskets, on the dock. I want to find I'm going to find a shell. I'm going to get me a shell from under the dock or making the baskets.
Maybe a knowledge nature survival check, you can find a shell of some sort.
I would love to knowledge nature that.
Yeah, you might.
I got 23.
You rolled
excellent. I make a shank out of this shell thing I found.
Yeah, you find a little bivalve, kind of like oyster type shell. You want to try and sharpen that, you can.
Shell shank! I want to name it Redemption.
Oh my god, as a barbarian, I respect that. What did you tell me about it?
It'll do 1d4 minus 1 damage, 1d4 minus 1 plus strength.
Can I use my knowledge of dungeoneering to see if I remember anything about any type of shadow creatures? I got a 3. Never mind.
Can I try to roll knowledge nature? Just on the fucked up nature ass situation I've gotten myself in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just on the general vibe.
I got a 14.
Tell me what day I told you.
So you'll know in the city that you grew up in, you grew up in the South Docks, there's not a whole lot of nature there, even though you were kind of close to the water. So that you're used to. You're used to being this close to the ocean. Not a big deal. And there also weren't a lot of trees in the docks, except in the docks forest, really. So on the other island, they have a plethora of all those things, so a lot of resources over there. This island is obviously low on resources as well. But your experience with nature is very different than what you've seen here. You grew up around, at most, rodents, small animals, anything else you would have seen at the zoo. So this is the first place you've really encountered wild animals, wild things that are supposed to be large. These dinosaurs especially, you've never been around anything like that. It was all kind of strange to you.
I share the knowledge of the shadow shark with the Kefo. I tell her that I spoke to the Vishkanyans about this shark that we encountered. They said we did the smart thing and ran away, but it would also be quite a feat to kill one of those. Let's just
There's
put
more
that.
than one?
Yeah,
Maybe.
apparently, yeah.
Just
There's always more than one of
Put
everything.
that in my little book.
Apparently there's more than one.
Okay.
Shadow shark. Like, that's just a thing. Like,
Yeah, they're just out there.
Well, when I talked to it last time, poor Dalton satisfied it, so if we could find a food source big enough to just, like, give it to it, my family, like,
How do we
Baited.
crack it or kill it when everything we threw at it goes right through it?
Maybe we can
We need
find...
something light, some sort of...
Do any of you guys have knowledge planes?
No!
what, I don't know what that means.
Can I just roll it for
Like the active...
You can just roll it with your base stats. Yeah, you can always roll anything for shits and giggles.
I'm just gonna do it.
Do
Yeah.
it!
You can always roll high.
Now I roll a 2, so they'll know.
I want to try it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
I got 12.
5.
Our rolls
Erog sounds like he knows the most, and he only knows just above, like slightly above the average amount about planes. I think that you'll know that they're calling it a shadow shark, and your experience with the things passing through it definitely gives you a clue to its nature. But I can't give any more than that.
But, like, can it eat us if we, like, can't touch
It
it?
ate those dolphins.
It ain't those dolphins.
Right.
Yeah. One of the Vishkanya earlier did say sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. And I don't know how you might have thought he meant it then, because it can mean lots of things. But maybe he means
Could be
from
phasing
moment to
through
You
moment.
gotta
through
feed
the
it, and
realms.
if you feed it, it has to be
Yeah.
that thing that...
While
I'm not
it's
saying we take
while it's
shadow
eating,
shark.
it's here.
Let's do it!
I'm
Let me
saying-
get it.
I suggest we definitely go, like, hunting early in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah. Let's gather
For
our
everyone.
gather our strengths
set-
and resources today. Get a good night's rest, and then early ass in the morning get
I
up.
have a small rat trap, and the way I see it is I could probably catch some of those little shitty things.
I think Karam's going on 2 fish baskets now, so on your way over there, maybe try to catch some fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw what happened last time we had a fish.
You got
But
experience
do it.
is what happened.
Oh, I create a.
I will catch a ride with you guys to the island, but I think I'm gonna just alone meditate on the try to find, an animal friend.
I am a little uncomfortable leaving you on the beach by yourself.
I have to be by myself though, don't I?
Yeah.
I would be willing to go a ways away and just stay nearby.
I'm
but
totally
leave you
cool
alone.
with that.
Yeah.
Eric and
I don't want to
talked
leave you
last
by
week
yourself.
I was like, y'all can just hunt, experience quite the things that try to attack me. And she's like, no, I think you have to do it by, like, you have to do it by yourself. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
I need
anyone
to
else
do
might
it.
scare away the things that are coming towards you. So they'd have to be
Yeah.
far enough away to not scare off whatever come near you.
Totally
How long do you have to meditate?
She's
I think it's a whole day.
The snake
Yeah.
people though.
It's
What if
24
a
hours.
shadow shark ate you? I say that out loud just because I
Well,
like.
because it's called a shark, I don't think it'll be on land. I'm going,
Oh,
I'm
you're
going
gonna-
onto the
She can't be
island.
on the beach.
Oh, true.
Oh.
She's not gonna sit on the
wanna-
boat.
I can sit with her.
No,
Well,
you
we can't be
can't.
with her. I just say,
Oh
like,
yeah, that's right. You
let's
can't be
be-
alone.
I'm like, guys.
When you guys can go off into the jungle and maybe try to be in earshot, but like far enough away that you're not scared. You know.
For how long?
a whole day.
Oh, you can't stay out there overnight.
Oh, that's good. Pick me up in the morning. I'm
maybe
getting
like
naughty, right?
maybe
That's
like you
all.
guys go hunt early and like leave her there, or like let her walk somewhere else. Maybe find a way to like put the boat one place, have her go another place. That way you guys can go hunt and come back to the boat, and then go out to the ocean, come back and get her. But maybe stay close enough that you could hear if something happened. But I don't know. It might be a better plan.
If you're wanting to do this
I
alone,
have to.
I respect
There's
that
so
your
many
druidic
dinosaur,
ways.
daddies.
Feel like you
When she-
feel like you
we
got
need a
this.
friend.
Once the animal finds her, she can turn away that animal.
Yeah, she can reject something. She
But then
doesn't
she has
want
to
to.
wait a whole
Yeah,
nother
wait,
day.
yeah.
I have a show shame.
So,
your
are
call.
you guys
Well-
cool with leaving me on the beach?
That's what you
I
want
mean,
to do.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, I'm only at hit points, so if you guys go out and you are killing shit, I'm probably gonna pass out again. I'm kind of fucked either way.
Ooh. Technically, Bakefo is the rock. You could take the rock, leave it on the beach for 24 hours, it'll attract an animal, but that would mean for 24 hours you gotta deal with actual Bridget.
Then we gotta shove her.
I've been trying to avoid that this whole time.
I mean, I should make Bakefo roll every time she goes to sleep and wake up. I've been kind of nice.
You can knock her out and take
And
your
then
necklace
take the
off.
necklace.
That's
don't
true.
And then just be like, hey, snake people, watch over our friend. If she wakes up and doesn't know what's going on, she has psychosis.
Yeah, tie her up.
Give her some blood drink.
Give her some of their blood.
Yeah. Got a few more hours in the day left to figure this out. Yeah.
I mean, this is like what we call spam times. We can kind of speed up, slow down, however you guys see fit right now. So you guys have a couple hours until you sleep, and then you're gonna sleep and wake up and leave. So kind of whatever you're gonna do to kill that time is fine.
I don't really have a lot of plans. You know, just quiet contemplation on the beach is fine with me for a few hours.
All right, you guys should mentally prepare for the hunt, and Bakefo mentally prepares to find a new animal.
Yeah.
It's a lot of preparing.
Pray to my goddess.
Just you pray to your goddess just to spite Karam.
No, Karen has had an influence like religiously over me.
Made you want to be more devout.
It's genuine, and my relationship with my goddess is also genuine. And I pray to her for me to be able to take revenge on the situation I'm in.
Entire situation.
Kill like some stuff. I
Kill
just
some
wanna
stuff?
Kill some stuff. I'm real pissed off. Just so mad.
I mean, if you want to kill some stuff, just keep killing it until it's dead. We say.
What I've been doing.
Yeah, you've been doing a good job. I thought you've hit more things than anyone else has, as far as I remember. But
You're doing the best
I think
out
your
of all
strike ratio and damage ratio has been pretty high, so I wouldn't feel too bad about it.
Oh, thank you. I tell my goddess thank you and I wink at her.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
I swear, like,
us. The reason we're not all dead already.
I swear to viciously murder everything I can on her.
Do it.
My goddess helps us.
Can I see how my second basket trap is going?
5.
Yeah, roll one more time and see if you beat 20. All right, yeah, with your bonuses, probably still. So even another half-done basket if you want.
Kind of like for my painting just a little bit more before I go to sleep at a reasonable time.
Yeah, of course. You
In
can.
the book, I can do just as
Top
my
it off.
friend.
I got a 14 again.
But you had a 14 last time, so you have a 28 now. It's a good painting now. It's done.
I hang it on the wall of her hut.
You guys don't have a hut yet. You just kind of have like.
Oh, hanging on a tree.
Where are we?
You just kind of sleep in the sand and stuff.
I prop it on a nearby rock.
All right, you lay it on one of the rocks.
Prop it up so I can look at it.
Some of the Vishkanas nearby come over and look at it and marvel. They don't have anything like that here. They like the colors. One
I
of them,
tell them,
one of them offers to trade you something for it. Anything you want. He really likes it.
I ask him what he's got.
Yeah, he'll show you. He's got some animal skins, dried meat rations, weapons, traps, nets.
I ask him what kind of weapons and traps he has.
He has claw traps, which are like bear traps. He has arrow triggers, so you can set up an arrow to be shot from a remote location. One arrow, bloop, it's triggered, like tripwire. Yep. So he has some stuff like that. He has lots of fine twine and wire, rope. So he's rope traps.
I tell him I'll take a bear trap and a trigger trap.
All right, one bear trap, one trigger trap for a painting.
And some meat rations.
He'll throw a couple meat rations in. No hard feelings. 4. He gives you 4 meat rations.
I tell him
Just good luck on your hunt. He likes whatever you call this thing.
I call it art.
Art.
From her heart!
From art, I made it. Like, this is just because of me, and I wink at him and walk away.
This is a new concept to them. Besides, they're already, their crafts they have for a purpose.
I yell, spread the word, nerd.
He goes and shows all of his friends, look at this superfluous thing.
Don't need it, but I have it.
But I have it, yeah.
It's awesome.
And he feels superior because no one else has one.
No one else has one. That's
Yeah.
the one. I would like to go to the beach and pray to my god. Before I do this, I use my foot in the sand, draw his symbol, which is just like a mountain range with his great sword just stabbed into it. I kneel down in the middle of it, place my battle axe in front of me, and I just pray quietly to the Lord in Iron.
Alright, your god is pleased by your behavior. When you pick your axe up out of the sand, it will be keen and sharp. I'll give you a +1 to your first swing with it.
Thank you, Goro. It will help me in my battles, and all of the killing I do tomorrow is to you.
See some blood on that blade, I guess.
Will.
Can I roll knowledge religion to see what these old people believe in? 14.
They seem to worship the great reptiles, which they seem to think are the dinosaurs in the other island. Those are their gods.
Am I around to hear this? I assume I am because I'm hanging out with Krem a lot.
I think this was just a knowledge roll, so it's just in Karam's head. Unless Karam wants to say it out loud.
I want to talk to these people about my Lord and Savior.
Alright, roll me diplomacy.
8.
Oh, man. There's a new concept to them they don't understand.
8.
They don't shun you, they're not mean to you, but they just seem confused by the concepts that you're laying down.
I tell them that she watches over these dinosaurs that they worship, and they had to come from somewhere.
Alright, I like it. Roll me a diplomacy with that. New argument.
20.
Oh, alright.
Shit.
So you're going to get this group of older people you've been hanging out with are going to come to see you as a friend. You're a good missionary here. You're bringing this new word to them. They never thought maybe there's something bigger than the dinosaurs, but according to you, there's something greater than them. They're going to contemplate this idea. Maybe not convert yet, but they're definitely curious and come to you with more questions. I'm going to give you 1 influence point with the old group right now.
Can I roll to see if I hear Karam talking to them?
The perception check?
22.
Yeah, you can perceive.
I'm gonna walk by and just kind of instigate a little bit and be like, "Have you ever seen or talked to your God?" And I'm gonna like just keep walking and just
We're going to start the
put it
philosophical debate for these poor snake people that until today thought dinosaurs were God, and now they thought maybe there's a bigger thing, and then maybe there's not a God at all.
down. Yeah.
Roll me a diplomacy to Bakefo to come in with your argument.
Okay. What the world? Oh, what the? We got 5. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, Karam's argument's still better, according to they think. So they think about what you say, but more of them seem to be agreeing with Karam at this point.
I just smirk at Karam as I say it, and then I just keep walking.
Alright.
Bridget!
Skips away. Steals a branch on her way out.
That's my mom! And you guys rest up for the next day's hunt? Just sleep for fun?
I'm gonna sleep on the boat.
In the water or on the boat on the land where it is right now?
On the boat, on the land where it is right now. I walk out of our tent. I assume we have a tent.
Yeah, everyone's just sleeping out in open air.
Okay, I
We're on
walk
our
away
bed.
from them on the one part of the beach, and I get into the boat and I go sleep.
I had to sleep on the beach where I was praying, right in the middle of my drawing.
You guys wake up the next morning, bright and early.
Bright and early.
The young group that's about to leave pokes you and says, "We're about to go hunting. You guys should really get ready. Now, we're going this way. You guys go that way. We don't want to see you."
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't scare away our prey. Or you'll owe us one.
I'm like, you don't scare away our prey.
You don't worry about us. They hiss at you.
I burped at him. It's a really deep belch and I walk away.
I'm up and at 'em. I'm ready to go. I'm heading to the boat.
Eric heads to the boat where Bakefo is still asleep.
I stood up as their footsteps approached the boat. I did. I thought you were going to tie Bridget up.
Yeah, I'm totally down for tying her up.
I
I mutter under my breath a little too down.
Do you want to knock Bakefo unconscious before you tie Bridget up?
Not anyone even answering.
Or do you want to take Bakefo off and then knock out Bridget? Or do you want Bridget to be conscious the whole time?
Diplomatic with her. But
Yeah, no. Before
try to knock her
anyone
out first.
decides, I just honk her on the back of the head and knock her right out. Like, just react right away.
Alright, roll an attack versus Bakefo.
100%.
But it's like a real light
We're about
comp.
to
Like,
game
I'm
stomp you out.
considerate about it, you know? I just want to put that out there.
It's an unarmed strike. You're not trying to draw blood or anything.
Why don't you just tie Bridget up? Gag
We're
her
gonna knock you
and
out,
take-
then we're gonna
take me
do it.
off.
I got a 14.
Alright, does 14 beat your AC, Bakefo?
It is 10.
Yeah.
That's a
Plus
hit.
minus.
So now do your damage on Bakefo.
I throw her over my shoulder.
Plus is a hit, not a C and B to grab.
Oh, my bad. Which one?
Whatever you're doing unarmed damage, that'd be a D6 plus strength.
Oh, cute. Kind of freaking out right now.
Good.
Alright, you're good. I did only, like, 4.
Or you just got punched in the back of the head, Bakefo.
I'm just gonna look at them and then look at Eric and then look at them and be like, guys, tie me up and gag me and take the necklace off. Like, just tell them this lady's gonna act real crazy while
Wait, are
we're
you
gone.
-4 now?
She's 4.
I'm
I'm 4. I don't want her to cause any trouble.
I just hold my breath till I pass out.
Alright, So what's your constitution total? Or modifier?
3.
Okay, like 18 seconds you hold your breath, then pass out.
My turn to be in coma. I have aura. Good. But right before I do, I go. But right before I do, I go. Yeah, but she
Yeah.
is. I passed out with aura. Good.
You're only gonna be out for like a minute, so...
Oh, I wrangle her and tie her up with my hemp rope saw.
Alright, roll survival check to tie her up.
Let me someplace safe, please. What?
I'll just leave her here on the
Snake
beach.
Island is safe. I know.
If you leave her on the beach, she's gonna drown.
Well, it's better if you passed out.
I got a 7.
Okay, that's how good that knot is. A 17 knot. Let me write that down.
Wait, do I need to add something?
Survival.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
You should also gag
Was
and
that a
blindfold.
survival roll? I should.
No
How would
way.
you guys like to gag and blind? Do you want to tear off some cloth from one of your clothes? Or who's tearing what to blindfold and gag? Bridget.
I can take a little piece of my rope and do like a
I have a
gag through
5
the mouth around the back of the head.
So you want to cut like maybe 1 foot off your rope?
I'll take a foot off my rope.
I have a 5-foot silk rope. I'm just throwing that out there.
I take her rope from her passed out body.
This is nice silk rope.
That goes over the eyes.
You wrap her whole head in silk. That way it's
Yeah.
somewhat comfortable. And you like hog tie her with a 17 knot. Roll me a survival check for the knot on her head as well.
Let's work on this together.
Oh, we'll do it together.
Okay, you guys can roll together. That's good. Aid each other in knot making.
Broke her rope before.
Mine's a 12.
4.
So 16. So 16 and 11.
I'm not familiar with this material.
Yeah, silk is not tied very well. It's the knot seems like it's going to slip out. But you do wrap her head up. And where would you like to take her body? 'Cause I know you don't want to leave it here on the beach because then she might, if the tide comes in, she might drown. So where do you want to drag it inland somewhere? Take it to some people you know? Or
I haven't been. Oh, I thought we were putting her with her. Oh, we're just taking the rock.
Yeah.
We're the old people.
No, bitch.
You're passed out. You don't get a say.
You are not a woman. Do not take me to the old people. Take me to the fucking queen. And tell her you'll give her a painting when we get back. It's like she needs a bush.
She's busy. She probably doesn't want
What's
this.
wrong with the old people? I gave her a ring. Don't leave me with a bunch of creepy old fishermen on the fucking thing.
Can I roll perception for a safe place to hide Bridget?
A lot of
yeah, you can roll perception.
For a safe place to hide Bridget.
She passed out.
We can put her on my bedroll and make her look like she's dead.
Find your safe place. We'll put her on a bedroll.
I did get an 18 perception, so I think I found a good spot.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of trees or rocks, so there's not a lot of coverage. That idea that was just thrown out there about hiding her out in the open is really smart. Or if you wanted to like dig a hole in the sand and like bury her up to her head somewhere and then put her head under a basket or something. There's not a whole lot of places to hide, but hiding out in the open or, like I said, burying her in the sand up to her head somewhere she won't drown.
Cover her with like some palm fronds or
Yeah.
something to make it look like she's.
Yeah.
Do not disturb.
Now, of course, if she wakes up, she's gonna make some noise and we'll probably blow that cover, but
Yeah, put a bloodline fucking bottle in the hand.
Yeah, put
I mean,
it
she's
next
gagged, but she's still gonna be yelling.
You
Yeah.
got the scan. Well, it's got no more
Like,
ale.
just pour
But
some
I'll
out.
just put, we'll just put it next to her like she's
drunk.
I set my flask next to her.
Or you guys leave a bunch of alcohol next to her body somewhere, a little inland.
Alright, who's taking the necklace off?
I wanted to be manic about it, but whatever.
That's a chance I'm not willing to take.
Why am I a paladin?
Doing really well.
Yeah.
You're here.
I'm
You're
doing what I read in the book.
Yeah, doing a
That's
good job.
an evil police.
here to talk to people first. 'Cause we
I
can't
only do that to spite you because you don't let me do the fucked up things I want to do.
Okay.
We got her body.
Wasting daylight.
We did what we said we were going
What
to do.
time
Alright,
is
who
it?
takes the necklace?
I'll take the necklace.
Eric,
I
who
know
takes
it
the
won't
necklace?
take me over.
Well, you only if you touch the gem. As long as you just touch it by the other part, it's fine.
Shake or whatever.
I won't
Yeah.
take her over. I know the plan.
Okay. So, alright, you carry around the necklace.
I'm meditating.
And the
I,
3 of you row.
Yep. All 3 of us at the same time.
You row the direction those guys told you to go.
With Arog because she's stronger than.
She only got one arm, so
I'm left-handed.
she should steer and we should row.
You guys row towards the island. It's raining a little bit as you approach the shore of Dinosaur Island. You guys headed off one direction away. You probably saw the other group going towards the northern part of the shore. You guys went to the southern part of the shore.
We take their advice, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I, what's going on the coast and maybe in the tree line as we're pulling up?
Perception check.
I also perception.
I got a 15.
I got an 18.
I got 12.
Alright, sounds like Arog. It sounds like you probably all spotted, but Arog will point it out first. There's a small group of what look like birds. Probably really are birds because they're so small and they are flying around above the trees. Seems like they're being stirred up by something, but definitely a small flock of birds.
Might be a body.
Please drop me off before you guys go do stuff.
We'll just throw you in the sand. I mean, where else would you like to be?
Hey, I was going to mention I throw a baguette far enough up on the beach that I know the high tide won't carry at all.
And do you like mark the spot in any way so you can find the stone? I shouldn't say. I'm a DM. I'm a horrible DM.
I'll wait because I was about to say
Yeah.
that.
Okay. I knew someone would bring it up. You guys care about the cafe.
I want to pick up a rock and put it by where the like maybe on the necklace so it doesn't get like
Dragged by anything?
yeah.
You guys can probably pretty easily find a large enough rock. It's pretty heavy. You can put it on top of the necklace so it doesn't dragged away or float away or anything. You leave the cafe on the beach.
While we're looking for rocks, can I put a few rocks in my pouch?
Yeah, you can grab some rocks from the beach here. They're
Many
pretty
rocks can I
smooth,
grab?
black stones. You can grab as many as you like, as long as it's not more than you can carry.
I'll take 5 rocks.
You know, beach your craft, pull your boat up on shore
Yeah.
as well.
Way up there. Not getting taken away by the tide this time.
Can I look for any attractive shells that are also like sharp?
Perception check.
18.
No sign of shells. There are what look like jellies, like dead jellyfish on the beach, but no shells.
Oh, knowledge nature, just try to figure out what kind of jellyfish they are and whether or not they're like poisonous or something.
You may.
13.
You've never encountered anything like this before. You might have heard stuff about it at the menagerie and from fishermen and stuff. This is your first time encountering one up close. I think you've heard they're dangerous. I'm not sure you know how or why. It looks pretty harmless to you now on the beach.
How big are they?
A little bigger than your head.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out what these
Yeah.
jellyfish are.
Oh.
No. I was gonna poke it. What about
Poke it if you want.
poke it? I'll poke it with my flail.
Alright, poke it with your flail.
Right here.
It squishes when you poke it with your flail. Squish, yeah.
In our lives, we'll get some experience.
One
Yeah, I'm gonna-
experience point.
Oh really?
Wait, how
How
many?
many jellies are on this beach?
Only 3.
Oh damn. Poke the other 2.
Yeah.
I immediately step on one.
Everyone that kills one gets 1 experience point.
I'm gonna step on one. Can I step
I
on
killed
it?
one. You guys can.
Yeah.
You wanna split it.
Alright, everyone gets 1 experience point.
I have this random 1 anyway, so I need to even this out.
Yeah.
You can use my whatever bait I have left over to put in one of those traps if you want.
Is anyone here stealthier than me at 0?
No, I'm at 0.
None of us have stealth.
I don't have stealth skill, but my dexterity does give me a little bit of a bonus. I wanted to check on what might have stirred those birds up.
I don't have stealth either. We're the most unstealthiest campaign group ever.
I've had terrible rolls for this game.
Her character is just really below average.
Yep.
Just about every
Those characters are always really, really frustrating, but sometimes they're the most rewarding to play. Like, the more, I don't know, it's about playing with a big handicap. Like, whenever something finally goes right, it feels really, really good, because it never happens, you know? So whenever it does happen, it's, like, the most rewarding thing. Versus, like, having a character that has, like, a lot of high stats and, like, everything's too easy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up to the area where the birds are. Not too close. Keep my distance.
Alright.
Try to kind of get a sense of what is going on over there.
I'm gonna set my bear trap up in an appropriate, spot with one of my meat rashes I also got.
If shit goes wrong, I'm gonna run back towards your bear trap.
Alright,
That's a good-
so
I
roll,
remind Echo that he still owes me a bear trap.
I'll get you that bear trap.
roll me a stealth, Arog, to sneak into the jungle. Roll me a survival, Eriku, to set up your trap.
She's using her.
I did a 7.
I'm not.
I got a 20 on my stealth roll.
All right.
Not natural.
Still decent. I'll roll perception to see how I'm doing on that. I got a 20 not natural. I'm going to let you have it.
Okay.
So the thing probably, it's going to look your way but not see you because it's busy rooting around for something else, but you definitely see this creature look over at you. It is a boar the size of a horse.
Giant boar.
Yeah.
What?
Boar horse.
A horse.
Yeah. He's got red eyes, he's got filthy, bristly hair, he's got flies buzzing all around his smelly, huge body, big tusks.
I'm gonna try to signal back to my pals what I'm seeing. I know it'll be kind of difficult to really get this point across.
So maybe you
Kind of
can make some
this,
signals.
And I do like this, so like big fangs and like smelly.
Can I roll perception to see that?
What we'll need to do is I need you to roll linguistics, Arog, and then everyone else can roll sense motive to try to pick up what you're laying down.
I got a... Hold on, linguistics is probably intelligence.
I got 15.
I got a 6.
I rolled a 16.
15, alright, so Karen's gonna get what you're laying down. She's not gonna get a lot, but she gets like big animal at least.
Yeah.
What you did, what he did. Big animal. Arog saw something big. And it's now not moving. Obviously, it's frozen still for a reason,
Yeah, I'm not...
but signaling to you guys.
We have at least a little bit of a plan on the
Hey, we
camera.
He sees something we could hunt over there. Like a big...
Oh, are you
But
saying
it's...
this to me,
Yeah.
Krim?
Yeah.
I set up my bear trap.
Alright, bear trap's being set up.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can get its attention and run it into my bear trap.
Yeah.
I better not lose another bear trap. I say that again.
Hopefully we don't have to retreat from the entire island.
Our boat's right there, so let's just like cover around here. We need to try and get its attention, I say.
How would you like to do that?
We could do a trail of fly bait. We close to it and then we scare it.
I think once it sees one of us, it's gonna run after us.
Yeah.
I am going to fire my longbow at it.
Oh,
That will
that's a good
definitely
idea. We
get
should
its
attack it first. We should get the advantage. I have no long range attack, so I'm just gonna try to put my bear trap in like a place where I think it's gonna run.
Oh, I'm going to try to lead it back to the trap.
Okay.
That's the plan. I shoot it,
Okay.
I run back to the trap and maybe fuck it up. And then we deal with it after that.
I'm gonna get a good stance,
You guys get ready.
a distance from the trap, and have my crossbow out and ready.
If you want to do a ready action,
I ready my axe.
so then if you ready your axe, that's the if-then statement. So,
Oh yeah, if it gets in the bear trap, I'm gonna try to chop it good.
all right. So you ready action to swing on it when it gets in the bear
I have
trap.
no long range weapons, so this thing has to come out to me.
Wait by the trap. Try to lead it back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm gonna
ready
put
my
the trap
crossbow
between
distance from it.
me and the boar. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because
So how-
Arog's the
between
closest.
my torch-
So it goes like Arog, trap, you, and then Karen's
Yeah.
behind you but has an arrow ready.
Alright, plan is set. I ready my bow. Draw that shit
Crossbow.
tight as fuck back.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let that shit fly. I got a 14.
Ooh, just barely a miss.
That's okay. Still just wanted to get its attention. After
Alright.
I fire that, I start running.
Alright, it turns and looks your way. You see it has one of those small dinosaur birds in its mouth. The ones you guys saw on the beach the other day. And it shakes it like this and crunches the bones in its mouth and then looks back at you and snorts and digs its feet in the ground beneath it. Starts charging your way. 14 versus your AC Arog.
16.
Alright, so it misses you. Karam's arrow flies.
Parity is 0. That's okay. It's a big crossbow, so if you do hit it.
So you miss with your crossbow, but you do fire in that direction.
Can I go ahead and go into a rage?
Eriku rages out.
I'm gonna use my turn to run toward the direction of the trap. Obviously, not trying to step in the trap.
Roll me a reflex save to avoid the trap.
4.
Arog sets off your trap.
I'm
Step in the trap.
super mad at you right now.
Not my fault.
Yeah,
That was the goddamn plan.
right in front of it. You know where it is.
It is a 2d6 plus 3.
I'm probably dead. 7.
Your foot's caught in a bear trap, so you're now stuck in this weird, you can move the bear trap around, but you're bleeding and your foot hurts. Everything's horrible.
I'm
And-
even
already
raging
going
more
wrong.
than before.
Yeah.
Well, it's not lost. I know exactly where it is.
That's 18 versus Arog.
Here I go.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hate this. That would be 17 damage unless someone wants to prevent this thing from goring him to death.
I used my hero
I
point
don't have any points.
You want to prevent Arog from stepping in your bear trap to begin with?
to prevent him from stepping in my freaking
Really
bear
like
trap.
How would you like to do that? Do you want to tackle him, yell at him? Like, how do you stop him? What do you do to prevent it from happening?
I'm standing right in front of the bear trap, so I look it right in the freaking eyes and I'm saying, don't step in my fucking bear trap.
Intimidate Arog out of stepping in your bear trap with a intimidation check plus 8.
18.
All right, Arog, is that enough to scare you out of stepping into a bear trap?
It sure is.
All right, I will let you re-roll that reflex save.
I'm gonna hop out of the way. Come on, dice. Don't fuck me like you did last time. I got a 17.
All right, this time you actually do leap out of the way of the bear trap just in
Oh my
time,
god.
which means now the boar has to roll a reflex save, or he's gonna step in it. I rolled a 10, so he just barely gets his hoof caught on it, so he just barely gets it in there. So now roll that damage on me, Eriku.
12. I figured it out on my own without help.
The boar squeals in pain.
Is it my turn? Can I bring my axe down upon its snout?
All right, roll the attack, BAB plus strength.
I'm raging, so I got a 21.
That's a hit.
I know she's attacking, but
I
she's
got an
not
11 damage.
11 damage.
Yeah, I want to melee turn to take out my flail. Before I attack this thing, I want to dedicate whatever glory I may have to my goddess.
Have more
16.
rockets.
16's a hit.
4.
All right, then back to Arog.
Draw the axe previously blessed by my god Gorham. Now I'm gonna bring that shit right down on him. 17.
It's a hit.
Finally hit something.
I know, me
Oh my
too.
god. And it was a respectable amount of damage. 5.
This thing squealing, rears its tusks over at Eriku trying to free itself. I got a 26 versus your AC. It'd be 18 damage.
I would like to use an anti-hero point in some way if you guys would like to help me creatively come up with something.
You can just make my board take a -8 on its attack.
Yeah, that's like
So I'll
Yeah.
re-roll the -8 and I might just miss. So for me, that's a 3 plus 8, so 12 minus 8, so that's only going to be a 3, which is going to miss.
Nice.
I am going to try and start chopping its head off while it's still alive. And I hope my goddess appreciates that.
Yeah, your goddess loves
So
violence.
mad it swiped at me. Pissed off and swiped at me, and I'm taking revenge on this stupid ass stanky boar. I got a nat 20.
Nice. That's
Nat
a
20,
critical.
that's a crit. Roll a d20 a second time, and if you roll a 20 again, it's a confirmed crit, and that means if you want to say you cut his head off, I'm going to allow it. If you don't confirm it, you just do max damage, which is still probably going to be enough to kill it, but yeah, it changes nothing if you fail.
17.
17, this creature is now unconscious.
Yeah.
So I started just chopping its head off. Is that cool?
Alright, that'll be the coup de grace, yeah, it'll be dead now.
Is its head off yet?
Its head is off.
Okay,
Nice.
that's what I take. I take the head.
Nice.
Alright, you take the head, you hold it up over your head, the blood drips down.
War screech.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm there with you.
You scream triumphantly.
Boar's shouting.
You each get 400 experience points, and roll a perception check.
Oh.
Thank my goddess for her protection.
I got
Oh,
a 6
glory.
for perception. I'm just taken aback by it
Yeah,
all.
you're just drowning in blood. You have blood in your eyes, you just can't see anything.
Blood shower.
Yeah.
It's the only type of showers barbarians take. I got a 15.
12.
Alright, Arog will see some motion in the low brush coming towards you guys out of the jungle towards the beach where you guys kind of were. And these traps set up on the edge of the jungle. 7 of those little tiny bird dinosaurs will run out and start like pecking at this dead boar body in front of you guys, like running around your legs, totally ignoring you guys, but like pecking at this large boar, which is pretty large. It's about 10 feet long, probably about 2,000 pounds in all.
Like, I can carry the head, though. Like, I can
Yeah,
take
you can
that
carry
back.
the head. It's heavy, but you can carry it.
Can I chop off a limb?
Yeah, you can grab whatever meat you can from while these dinosaurs are doing it. They're gonna nip at
I
you,
would, like
but
I would like to cut off some of its hide, like try to skin it.
yeah, you can try to skin. It's on a survival check to do any of that stuff really that you want to do. If you want meat or hide, just roll a survival check. The higher you roll, the better job you'll do. So just take that into account.
What'd you do, man?
I got a 4.
So Karam's having trouble.
I got a natural 1.
You're having trouble. Its hide's too thick. You guys can't get through it. These little bird dinosaurs seems to have no trouble getting to the meat, but you guys are having trouble skinning it and getting the meat.
Like way closer than I was.
Can I grab one of those little tiny bird guys?
With the CMB to try and grab it.
I got a 2 on my survival check.
You know, you can't get in there either. Everyone's having trouble breaking the hide.
I got a 12 CMB.
Yeah, you can't grab it. They flee.
Can I toss the boar head in the boat? Just go ahead and do that. And
Yeah.
tie it up on my net to make it easier to, like...
Drag around
Okay.
or whatever. Yeah, you can toss it into the boat.
I'm gonna make one more attempt on this hide.
So a lot of the flies that are around the board sort of follow the head into the boat. So now there's like a bunch of flies circling your boat. So you take
Got
another...
a 15 on that one.
Alright, so you managed to get to a spot where the dinosaurs had already broken the skin and eaten some of the meat. And from there you can probably get some meat and a little bit of hide.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try again.
You can try again now too that the dinosaurs have ran away.
Can I try to grab another little dinosaur?
Yes.
They all ran away.
Oh. Can I try to get some more hide?
Yeah, you can try now. They've left some
How much hide can I get from this thing with a 15 roll?
probably about 1.5 feet.
Okay.
I got a 14 roll.
Same.
Can I
It's
try to
very
get some more?
bristly. Yeah, you can keep trying all you like.
I got a 3.
You got all day.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
And realize every time you're rolling this, it's like several hours of work. So you guys are gonna
Oh,
like
damn.
Because I would be comfortable to try to go home now before it gets too late.
Oh, I'm down.
Me too.
Alright, you guys want to hop in the boat and roll away?
Are
Yeah.
we leaving Baguette?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to leave her. I mean, she's
Yeah.
fine. She's a rock.
Alright.
I grabbed one more rock on the way out. I have plans for these rocks. In
Oh,
the
I
side.
grabbed my bear trap. Oh my god. I grabbed my bear trap.
All right, you grab your bear trap and you load your boat back up with junk. And you guys row
Can I
back
grab
to
like
Snake
just
Island.
some sticks that are suitable for making arrows and
With
spears?
a survival check, you might be able to.
Good sturdy sticks. No,
I want to try to grab.
use a different dice.
I want to find some sticks.
I saved your dice.
I want to try to find some sticks. One
All
is
these
just
survival rolls.
stick, 11.
I'm so much survival, but I'm not in this.
It's okay.
I think we were survival. It's not a lot of low-lying broken sticks on the ground. A lot of these trees seem pretty sturdy. A lot of the smaller sticks are like up in trees. You'd be climbing to get them. You have to cut them down.
So the stuff that's on the ground that we can find easily is not very good stuff.
Not here on the beach. No, it's probably if it was on the beach, it probably drifts away when the tide comes in.
Okay.
So without going deeper in the jungle, it's a whole other adventure.
Yeah, we ain't going in the jungle today.
Hey, I have a question. While they're doing this, can I be like in the boat, like just trying to rip the boar's tusks out of its mouth?
You could be in there trying to yank things out of its face if you want.
Strength for that?
Strength or survival.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
So you are going to yank a tusk, but you're going to cut yourself with it. So roll me 1d6.
Oh, I got 5.
You're going to take 14 damage, stabbing yourself with a tusk.
Can I use
I got no point.
my last hero point? Can I use my last hero point to not stab myself with the tusk? Can I use it to? I just want to
Rest
run
the island.
Yeah,
Go to the island and just rest.
I'm passed out.
Yeah, 14 damage would be blue.
Yeah.
I'm passed out now. Y'all want to try to row back to the island without me? We can. Like,
Yes, 2 of us.
All right, I'm passed out. I'm 14 damage.
All right, so you guys look over, and Eriku's like used her one arm to try and yank the tusk out, but instead has just like pulled the boar face into her face, and now it's like a big gash in her cheek.
That's a Kelly
Is
move.
passed out, bleeding all over the boat. One of you guys want to roll a heal check to try and bandage her up
We better go back.
with some cloth that you have or whatever you got to at least stop the bleeding.
13.
That's going to be not the best job, but it is her face is bleeding a lot. But Karam does the best that he can to bandage your face. I'll say it's good enough to stabilize you so you don't keep bleeding or anything.
Some of those people on the board did it while it was alive.
You'll have so many stories.
I'll be like,
Documented your face.
I'll be like, did you see the boar? Its head is right here.
It's attached to your face, yeah.
Load back up in the boat and start rowing home.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Well, you said I did pull the tusk out though.
Yeah.
Like, put the tusk in my backpack, please. I say this for my unconscious body.
Yeah. You guys make sure that the tusk that cut her face, it's got blood on it, but you save it. You know she wants it.
The head, Eriku, the tusk, all in the boat. Our hunting is over.
What time is it?
Probably late in the day now. The rain has picked up heavier now, and the wind is blowing really hard. The tide is pushing against you guys. You're having a hard time rowing back to the island. Bakefo, alone on the shore of the dinosaur island, inside of your crystal. So everything around you is totally dark. You can't see anything. You can only feel things like a rock could. You can feel vibrations and stuff. You don't have a whole lot of idea what's going on, but your friends have left you behind. You're just hanging out for 24 hours, doing your druid prayers, trying to attract an animal, doing your sacred druid rites. I need you to roll a percentage chance to see what you attract after 24 hours.
89%.
You're like a fucking turkey.
I
After a day of trying to attract something in your rock form the same way you attracted your boar many moons ago, renew your spells, renew your power. After 24 hours of deep meditation inside your rock, you do sense the presence of a creature approaching.
I sense it.
And roll a perception check to see what you can sense.
Yeah, I would like 21. Not natural.
It came from above, but of course you're on the ground, so much anything would come from above. You didn't sense it coming until it was right upon you.
It flies.
You would probably be able to, with that roll, be able to assume it flies, because if it walked towards you and it felt footsteps, unless it's either that or it's very stealthy. It somehow got right up on you before you felt it.
I am ecstatic about this possibly extremely stealthy, possibly flying animal, and I would like to try and commune with it.
You try to commune with it. Roll me a handle animal to try to commune with it. See how well it goes.
Yeah, I got that. 20.
Seems like it's going pretty well. This animal was drawn to you because you're a druid and you need a new familiar, a new animal companion. So
Be
I
my
think
familiar.
I feel like this animal is offering itself to you if you would like to accept it. It has accepted you, so...
I would love to accept a friend.
Alright, you have accepted a friend. You now have a new animal companion.
Can I perceive what my animal companion is?
No, because you can't see it.
Okay, I'm just being with it.
There's being with it. But you got it now. It's yours. It's
Is
hanging on
it-
the beach with
Whatever it is.
you. You can make it
I-
do stuff.
Can I sense if I am I'm gonna tell it to pick me up.
Alright, I'll let it try to pick you up. You are tucked under a rock, so it's going to be able to have enough strength to pull you up. So I'll let you roll it. I've got its stats here, so I have to let you know how well you do. So roll a strength check for it.
3.
Well, its strength is it's really high, so it's good. It yanks you up out of the rock.
Yeah, I was rolling for the rock. We gas rock.
Creature is now carrying you.
Can I perceive if it's carrying me in its mouth or its claws? Hands?
Seems to be carrying you in its mouth, yes.
Okay, got a mouth.
You don't know, I guess. You have no way of knowing that, but you have left the ground. You can tell it is flying. It's not a walking creature. You are up in the air. Since you've left the ground.
Since it's holding me in its mouth, can I take over its body?
You can try.
Okay,
Will contest. I only got a 6 though, so you don't have to roll very high.
I got 17.
You now take over the body of this creature that you are controlling. So roll a perception check to see if you can tell what you are.
Yeah! I got 14. Yeah, my paper's...
You can see really well, but things are pretty confusing. You seem to be looking through multitudinous eyes, fragmented eyes. So you see a lot. You see things. You see things repeated. It's like seeing things like looking through a kaleidoscope almost.
Can I know how big I am and relevant to my...
I think with that was a high enough perception that you
you could feel you're about human size. You're a medium-sized creature.
Okay, medium-sized creature.
Yeah.
I would like to
You're between 3 and 5 feet long.
I would like to relinquish control back to my friend, because I'm not trying to overpower Bull.
Okay, you relinquish will.
Yeah.
It regains control of itself.
I tell it how awesome it is. Just boost its confidence a little bit. We mentally high five. Can I druidly tell it who my friend? Can I tell it to find my friends?
You can try. Yeah, you tell it to fly around looking for them. You'd be relying on it to roll something to look for them, and it has no knowledge of what your friends look like.
Like the island?
You just want to tell it to fly towards another island?
No, that's very broad. Can I look for the boat, since I'm in the air, in their boat? Can I hang out for a second, or I'm not gonna really talk. Can I just hang out with my new friend and let the other guys do something?
You want to say you spend some time and just let it do whatever it normally does, and just go on a ride with it around the island as it does its normal daily thing?
Yeah.
You hang out with this creature and let it do its daily business, and you just kind of tag along.
Alright, cool. We're getting to know each other.
Yeah, you just bond with it and become friends and enjoy your time together.
Aww.
Cool. I'll catch up to you guys when I know where you are.
Meanwhile, Arog, Karam, and Eriku are rowing back in their tiny vessel to Snake Island.
Unconscious.
Eriku is unconscious from stabbing herself with a boar tooth. So you guys are heading back with your spoils and leaving your friend Bikefa behind for however long you think that might take.
So, by the way,
Oh, yeah.
passed out,
Definitely.
tracking flies.
I'm sure you're pretty bloody. You had a couple holes, like a hole in your face, I think. So pretty messy battle. But you guys survived. As you guys are rowing, if you are unconscious and you want to rest while they row, that's fine. You can get about 6 to 8 hours while they row, or if you'd like, whichever one you want to roll, a d6 or a d8. They're going straight back to Snake Island.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Straight back.
You guys return to Snake Island. I'll roll to see if anything happens on the way, but I doubt it. I rolled high enough that it's just kind of shitty weather, though it's windy, so that's probably why it takes you so long to get back. So, and you're going against the current. But you guys make it back. There's the southern side of the island near where the older folks are.
Said it was
I got
12.
4, so now I'm at a 2.
Eriku wakes up by the time you guys get back to the southern side of Snake Island, but she's just barely awake.
I look over and I'm like, hi, Sam.
Made it through the night.
Hello, my friend.
Is the horn still in my mouth? Like, in my face? I pulled it out, right?
Like a piercing? That's kind of up to you guys.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I told Ego to put it in my pocket.
We did.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I just want to establish that.
She's waking up where's my touch?
It's like,
I also still have the boar's head.
The boar's head is with
my
us.
net.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys got all that stuff you took, and
You're bringing that
your
back.
craft is now beached here on the southern side of Snake Island.
I'm gonna jump out and look for my mom.
Alright, roll a perception check.
She's gone.
Don't say that.
She disappeared from the island.
Oh god. 13.
Alright, you see her, and she's drinking with some young snake guys.
Yes.
That seems like things are going okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach her.
Bridget is there. Oh my god, Karam!
Hello.
What the hell is going on? You and these nice men, I found me, I was all tied up.
Yeah, about that.
Where are we? Oh my god. Does your dad know we're here? What's going on?
No, really sorry that you got dragged into this.
I interrupted. I'm like, we're having a beach day. It's a beach episode, Bridget. Miss Bridget, Karen's mom.
Well,
I'm gonna gather
obviously
some
it's a
of the boar's
beach
blood
day.
into my pot. I'm like squish its head.
Oh, you're gathering some blood.
I'm gathering
I
some blood.
show Bridget the boar's head.
Okay. As long as I have my boar
Alright.
blood.
She
Try and
seems a little
impress her and
intimidated and
calm her.
frightened by your friends, Karam, but you brought them by the house once or twice, right?
Yes.
Did they bring us here?
Yeah.
In a way.
I mean,
How
it's
much
true.
have you had to drink so far?
Technically.
Oh, tell her she was here.
Just a couple. Roll a perception check.
7.
She's reclining a lot and seems unable to move her arms more than a very little.
How much does snake blood
That snake blood is kind of poisonous.
Kind of poison what?
Yeah, you probably should stop drinking that night.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm your mom.
Mom, it's poisonous. You're gonna die.
Diplomacy or intimidate to get her to stop.
14.
She looks at you really stern and says, "Just one more sip." And takes one more sip.
I walk over and take a sip too.
Alright, roll a fortitude save, Eriku.
I got a 19.
No, it's a 1d2 of dexterity damage.
I got a 2.
Look, I want to cast my aura of good.
You cast your aura of good. Karam looks over to Eriku and says, "See, your friend over here gets it." Gee, I thought you said it was a beach day. Are we having fun or not?
Yes.
Look, I was tied up, and I don't even know what I'm doing here, but these guys seem nice.
They are nice. They're actually probably gonna have to hang out with them for a while until we are able to get back home. We're actually pretty far away from home. We're gonna try to make a strong enough boat.
I've got a dinner party to go to.
I'm like next to Kieran's mom now, and I'm like got her by the shoulder, and we're got each other by the shoulders, and we're like partying it up. I'm like all like ooh with my boar's head.
Yeah, you're enjoying your boar's head. Karen's mother seems kind of grossed out by the blood, but she seems to have trouble moving more than lifting her arms, so she can't get away from it.
Do you mind? Are you okay with staying with these people while we make little trips back and forth to the other island to get resources?
I don't want to miss my dinner party.
I'm like, we're at a dinner party now, Kieran's mom.
Yeah, they have a dinner party every night.
Diplomacy.
11.
Says your dad's gonna be mad.
Yeah, Dad's gonna be mad because he doesn't even know where
You didn't tell your father where we were going?
Yeah,
That's irresponsible.
I'm pray to Armaday that he's okay and doesn't worry too much, and he hasn't killed Alfred.
You know he can't get along without me?
Not if Alfred went back home and could take care of that whole year. Yeah, just hang out here. It'll be cool, Mom.
Alright. She lays there and continues to drink. Pretty soon she's like signaling the snake folks to pour the liquid into her mouth when she has trouble doing it on her own self, on her own cognizance.
I pour the liquid into Kieran's mom.
Kill Bridget!
Don't kill her.
I'm just partying. I celebrate.
Smack whatever liquid away from my mom.
Alright, roll a reflex save to slap it out of her mouth before she drinks the last sip.
Slap that shit!
My dexterity is bad.
16.
No, my total dex is 17.
Okay, so 15.
She had 15, you had a 16, Karam?
Yeah.
Oh, so you are good enough to just barely knock it out in the last second. She's barely mobile at this point. Pretty significantly paralyzed.
Which might be okay.
Yeah.
That might be the...
Can I try to pick her up, bring her
Put her to bed.
over with the old people? Oh, God.
Yeah, she can't. If you want to roll a strength check, you can carry her over there because she can't get away. So you're trying to drag her, and she's like a lump of heavy flesh. She's totally paralyzed. Yeah, so it's like dead weight. So you're having trouble picking her up.
I want to try to drag her and then put my arms like around her, underneath her armpits, and try to heave her.
All right, roll another strength check to try that.
Fucking A. 6.
Somehow that made it even harder.
Guys, please don't make my mom paralyzed completely.
Alright, Kieran. You can carry my boar's head, I'll carry your mom.
All right, Erica rolls you the boar's head and comes over to grab your mom.
I only got one arm, and I picked Kieran's mom up with one arm.
Roll a strength check.
I got 18.
Good enough. You carry Karam's mom over to the
Throw
old
her over
folks.
my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
All right, and you walk back to the south side of the island. Erog, where did you wander off to?
I took my cooking pot full of blood. Well, with blood in it, I don't know how much blood I got.
You
But
got my boar head, right?
I go back over to on the beach where I drew my my symbol to Gorham,
Uh-huh.
and I just go over my drawing in blood in the sand to just like really cement it there.
Sort of made
So I'm
a
trying to
makeshift,
create, like,
temporary temple to your god there.
That's all I got.
Yeah, it's all you got here on this island, so it's a nice start. It's a makeshift blood altar.
This is just for my personal faith and blessings. Then I would like to use my rocks and my boar pelts to create some bolas.
So it's going to take you 8 hours for every one that you'll make. Roll a craft
Ooh, I got
skill
a
check.
natural 20, son!
You make a perfect bolo on your first try. It takes you 8 hours still, but
That's fine.
it's perfect.
It would be perfect if you tune in next time for more The Other Dungeon.
This episode of Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater is sponsored by our fans and friends on Patreon. Donate today. Keep Long Distance Dungeons and Dragons Dinner Theater alive.